Hello, Gonzalo. How are you? Good evening.
Hi Cesar, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How is it going?
Well, I'm in number 22 from the 26 from the last one.
Oh, you still working on it?
Yes, yes, but don't worry, I can finish. It's like 4 exercises more, so I can finish after our classes.
Okay. Are you sure so we can start?
Yes, yes, we can. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, okay. So let me see. How's everything going?
Well, it's better now. It's a lot, a lot better. It's more tranquilo. I don't know how it says.
Calm.
More calm. Yes, it
Okay.
is more calm.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
And you? How is all going?
a lot of things, man. Work. A lot of.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That doesn't change.
Monday is Monday, right?
Yeah. Well, we can have a small talk. Um, when was it? Today in the morning, I was going to the airport to take my wife to the airport. I was taking her. We were driving, and they were saying in the radio that UK is trying to enforce a new law where people could only work 4 days a week.
Oh my God.
Okay, 4 days a week.
Okay, I don't know how is bad news.
Well, for everyone else, right? That they depend on responses from.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
So they're working on it. I'm not sure it's that it's gonna become a law, but well, as long as they can prove that in 4 days they can do as much and have a more reliable performance during those 4 effective days,
Yes, so as long as you can prove you can be more effective in 4 days,
there
right?
shouldn't be any problem, correct? So
Yes.
I guess, yeah, you can do that. What is left is that it becomes a law, but I don't know. As it is, we work on Saturdays in Latin America, right?
Yes, right.
We
Well,
we have to work.
here in Bolivia, I think that the companies, the majority of them, we work from Monday to Friday, but we have like shifts
Mhm.
force us to go work on Saturdays, but it's not every week.
Yes, it depends on the area also.
Yes,
If you
yes,
work like a 7 day shift effective, and then you rest 7 days, and then that's the way it is.
yes. You work
12
you
hours,
work
I mean.
Saturdays, all Saturdays,
I have to work on Saturdays
but you do all day or until midday
until 1 p.m.
until 1 p.m. Oh, okay.
But still, I mean, come on, your
Yes.
Saturday's already messed up.
Yes, yes, it is. Like you just want to sleep going out of your work, right?
Most of the times it happens. So let's see what happens from the with this new law that UK wants to establish. I'll keep you informed.
Hopefully everything goes right for both,
Well,
and maybe
for
we
the UK,
can.
if they do that, we're gonna be screwed. We're gonna have a lot of problems.
But hey, maybe you can say that that model is working on UK, so you can copy it.
Maybe, yeah, that's correct. Okay, sir. So once again, C1, and now we are going to discuss the grammar. Past continuous with when. And this is actually very interesting, but let's talk about it. Past continuous with then, with when, I'm sorry. I was thinking about today's lesson when you logged in, okay? So we have different actions. You were doing something, all of a sudden, another one just jumps in. Let's talk about it. Well, to be precise, let's listen to it, okay? So number
Okay,
one, past continuous with when. So let's do it.
let's do it.
We use the past continuous with when to talk about an activity that was already in progress when something else happened. Notice that we use the simple past after when.
I was getting ready to leave when you arrived.
This means that the receptionist started getting ready before the visitor arrived.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is when the visitor arrived, and this is when the other person was getting ready.
Yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
we have a specific action that occurred here, and then we have another one just occurring, just in progress.
Okay.
Number two,
The time clause, the part of the sentence with when, can come at the beginning or end of the sentence. When the time clause comes at the beginning of the sentence, we need a comma after the time clause. When you arrived, I was getting ready to leave. When the time clause comes at the end of the sentence, there is no comma.
I was getting ready to leave when you arrived.
Notice that the meaning doesn't change when you change the order of the two parts of the sentence. The two sentences both mean that the receptionist started getting ready to leave before the visitor arrived.
okay. So I guess it's pretty clear. And this kind of situation we have discussed in the past, when to use comma, right?
Yes.
Is not only dependent on when for a time clause. It could happen in many different situations. All right,
Yes.
let's see. Let's go for number three.
Notice the difference in meaning between these two sentences. When the phone rang, the receptionist was leaving. This means that first the receptionist started to leave and then the phone rang. We use the past continuous to show that one action was already in progress when the other action happened.
When the phone rang, the receptionist left.
This means that first the phone rang and then the receptionist left. We use the simple past in both clauses to show that one action happened after the other action.
Okay, so any questions?
No. I think I don't have any questions.
Okay, so
Let's see.
if there's no questions, let's do some exercises.
Okay.
All right, so let me open up the first one in just a second. Oh, nice. Well, yeah. Let me show you. So
Okay. Oh, nice.
past continuous with when. Number one, read each sentence, choose the correct answer that means the same thing as the sentence. So number one,
Okay, number one. When the light changed, Nick was crossing the street. So the light changed, then Nick started to cross the street. The second one, Nick started to cross the street, then the light changed.
okay.
Okay.
Number two,
When the light changed, Nick crossed the street. Then Nick the street. Nick started to the first one.
oh, sorry.
Yes. Don't worry about it. Okay, number 3. She was wearing glasses when we met her. She put the glass. Okay, she had the glasses on before we met.
Okay.
Yes.
4.
Number 4. Talia was working on the report when Amy entered the office. Talia. Yes, Talia began the report before Amy came in.
5.
Okay. 5. When the teacher arrived, Amy asked a question. Yes, the first one. The teacher arrived, then Amy asked a question.
Okay.
Number
6.
6. I was talking to the receptionist when the phone rang. Then I started talking to the receptionist, then the phone rang. Okay. Number 7. John was eating breakfast when he heard the news. John started to eat breakfast, then he heard the news. The first one, yes. When Nick heard his uncle, he was running. Yes, the first one. First, Nick started to run, then he heard his uncle.
Ankle. Okay. So, are you
Okay,
ready?
ready. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So, we have to be very careful about the time, place, and order.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
So far,
understood.
so good. Let's try the next exercise. Okay. So, past continuous with when, number 2. Complete each sentence, type the correct form of the verb in parentheses into the blank. Don't forget that we need to be very careful whenever we use lowercase and uppercase.
Okay. Just let me. Okay, let's see.
So, number 1.
Number 1. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, I lost you, Cesar. Give me 1 second. Okay,
Yeah,
now.
no problem.
Mm, Talia. Talia was working when Amy got to the office.
Talia
Was
was
working
working when Amy got.
to the office.
Okay. Number 2.
When she saw Talia, she said hello. But
Okay, can you repeat?
hate past continue. I was getting ready to leave. Okay, she was sawing Talia.
When she
No,
was sewing.
no. When she saw Talia,
Okay.
okay, she said hello, but it's not. We don't have the past continue here. That's what is getting me confused. She was saying hello. Yes, she was saying hello. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. They stopped talking when they were stopped. Mhm. They stopped talking when entered the room. Okay, they stopped talking when Tony entered the room.
They stopped talking when Tony entered the room.
Okay. When the file arrived, Tony was listening to it. Yes, Tony was listening to it. Okay. Nick was running when he fell. Okay. Number 6. Just can you go? Yes, yes. Thanks, Caesar. When he fell, when he was falling, he injured his ankle.
His ankle. Okay.
An ankle.
Mhm.
Ankle? Okay. Nick and Jackie were having lunch when Jackie offered him a deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
When Jackie made the offer, Nick was saying yes. When Jackie made the offer, Nick was saying yes.
Okay. So are you ready?
No, sorry, the last one. When Jackie was making the offer, Nick said yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's hope for the best.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
see. We got a couple of
But
mistakes here, but let's see what happened. So number 2, not all of them, okay, just part of it. When she saw Talia, she we use the simple past in both classes to show one action. She said hello happened at the after the other action. She saw Talia. So when she saw Talia, she said hello.
yes, but
It
okay.
makes sense, right?
Yes, it does. But we are
So
not talking about past continuous, so we don't have we don't need to have always the past continue. The past
correct. Yes. It all depends and it goes back to the context. It just makes sense. When you see someone, you say hello.
yes. Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
Okay.
That
Let's
was
go
my
to number 4. When the file arrived, Tony,
listen to it.
okay, so it arrived and then you have to listen to it.
Yes. Okay, so the okay, I understand now. So
It's not necessarily a rule.
yes, so in order to go to the next action, you have to finish the first one. So that's why we don't have the past continue, right?
Yes, but also look at the context. When the file arrived, okay, the file arrived, boom. Then
Yes.
Tony has to listen to it.
Yes. Yes, Tony can listen to it while the file arrives. Okay.
Exactly, unless someone is playing it, like Alexa or something.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
you're right. Okay, so it
So 6, when he was falling, he injured his ankle.
yes
Okay.
has to fall in order to injure his ankle.
When he fell, he injured his ankle. Okay.
Okay.
When Jackie was making the offer, Nick said yes. When
Okay.
Jackie made the offer, Nick said yes.
Okay. Understood
Got
the
it?
got it. I understand the exercise. So okay. Got it.
Okay, did you get to have a picture?
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay, so of course, in the beginning, in most of these exercises, whenever we have rules and sequences, we believe that they are always the same. They're
Yes.
just, yes, they are just the first parameter, you want to call it that way. But you also have to be careful to follow a sequence, and it has
Yes.
to make sense. I remember that from a person from India when we were looking at a budget. We gave you
Okay.
the prices, yeah, but come on, it has to make sense, guys. He
Yes.
did that to us.
Yeah.
But
That's why I was doubt. having so much doubts in the beginning because it doesn't make sense, but yes, you're
Exactly.
right. It's the context. Right,
Exactly.
right.
Yes. So models of permission. Now we're going to talk about a different animal. Models of permission. Okay. So, for example, do you mind if I open the window? Could I ask you to wait?
Caesar, sorry, I cannot see your screen.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just okay. Give me just a second. All right. So yes, models of permission. So we have the example, the first two examples here. Do you mind if I open the window? And then we
Okay.
have another modal. Could I ask you to wait? Okay. So models of permission. Let's listen to it. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
We use may, could, and can, plus a subject and the base form of the verb to ask for permission.
May I speak to someone at Kicks? Could I speak to someone at Kicks? Can I speak to someone at Kicks?
May is more formal than could and can. Can is the least formal.
Okay.
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 So remember, we have a modal and then we have a subject pronoun. It could be
Yeah.
different. It could be I, you, okay?
Okay. Understood.
She. And then we have the base form of the verb. The infinite form is when we have to speak. Base
Yes.
form is just without to,
Okay.
okay? And also may is more formal than could and can.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about rule number 2.
We often use please to ask for permission more politely. Please can go before the base form of the verb.
May I please speak to someone at Kicks?
Okay.
Please can also go at the end of the question. When this happens, we use a comma before please.
May I speak to someone at Kicks, please?
Okay, so first of all, in this second rule, we need to be aware that we're talking about questions.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to be more intrepid, you can use please between your subject pronoun and the base form of the verb. May
Okay.
I please speak to someone at Kicks? Now, if you want to make it more of a, how can I say it, organized manner,
Okay.
may I speak to someone at Kicks, please?
Okay.
And I believe, well, in my case, this is the most common form of speech that I prefer.
Okay.
May I speak to someone at Kicks, please? Don't forget the comma.
Yes. Yes, it seems to be more polite, right?
Formal. I would say it
Oh,
sounds more formal,
yes.
okay?
Right.
Even in writing,
Okay.
organized. Okay, so let's go for number 3. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Ready.
do it.
We usually answer questions about permission with words like yes, sure, certainly, of course, and go ahead.
Could I ask you a question? Sure.
We can use may or can in short answers about permission, but we never use could.
Could I look at the directory? Yes, of course you can.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to be careful whenever you use could.
Yes. Okay.
Because And this is something that sometimes we forget. Could is the past tense of the verb can.
Yes.
4.
Okay.
We can also use do you mind to ask permission. Expressions with do you mind are followed by if plus a sentence.
Do you mind if I look at that?
Do you mind is very polite. We do not use please with do you mind.
Okay.
Why do you think we do not use please?
Because saying do you mind is a form of, maybe it's very similar to say please.
So we have a redundancy of words.
Yes. Yes.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
5.
We answer do you mind questions with not at all.
Do you mind if I look at that? Not at all. Have a look.
Not at all means it's okay. You can do it. If you answer yes to a question with do you mind, you mean it's not okay. You can't do it. We can also answer a do you mind question with sure or go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Not at all. Para nada.
Yes. Okay.
A synonym of no problem.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about the last part.
When we say no to a question about permission, we usually apologize and give a reason.
May I speak to someone else at Kicks? Sorry, Nick, but there's no Kicks here either.
Okay.
Okay. And yes, whenever you part of being polite is not only saying no to a question, you apologize, but just make sure you give a reason,
Okay.
an explanation.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Totally.
So let's do some exercises. Okay. Just a second. Oh, this is gonna be good.
You are enjoying this Monday.
No, well, trust me.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, I remember when I was in school. To be honest, I was never a lot of a mechanical engineer, you know. But when I took my mechanical courses, I remember there were some classmates. They were just crazy about it.
Okay.
They were just very
Excited?
passionate. Yes. Oh yes, this one I do not understand anything. So
Okay.
that means that I have to study double for this.
Yes, I
I
understand.
guess, yeah, I guess you just have to make the best out of it, right?
Yes, yes. And also like, well, being a mechanic engineer, it's really, really, I think that is awesome, man. Truly. I truly think
Oh,
it.
yes, yes, for sure. And also
Because
electrical.
it's good to have a lot of specialists, special like post grades in a lot of things, technology, like you will always have a seat in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, I understand.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
let's see. Modus of permission number 1. Complete each dialogue, click on the box and choose the correct answer. So again, the same drill, but in this case we have
good choice.
multiple choice.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. Number one. Could I please speak to? Could. Yes, I'll go with could. Could I? Could I please speak? Do I? Okay.
Just a minute, please.
Son, can my son see the doctor? Yes, see.
On May
So
6th?
May 6th.
Sure.
Decision is sure. Okay. Sorry. I'm very confused. Ali, do you mind if we have if? Yes, if I call you at 8? Lucas, sorry, but I won't be in the office until 9. Okay. Number 4, Emily, could I borrow your pen for a minute? David, of course you can. Yes, can. Keep it as long as you want. Liam, do you mind if I change my appointment? Not at all. When would you like to come? Cleo, may I use may I use please phone? No, may I please use the phone? May I please use the phone? Vadim, sure, just dial 9 first. Okay, number 7. Could I come in, please? Yes, come in, please. Of course. Hunter, do you mind if I sit here? Lauren, um, sorry, but someone is already sitting here. Okay.
Okay. So are you sure?
Yes, let's see. And hope again.
Let's do it.
Do it. Yes.
Okay. No problem.
Yes, no problem. I wasn't that sure this time.
It was a little bit challenging, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky, right?
Mhm. Oh yes. Give me just a second. Let's go into the second part. Okay, so modus of permission number 2, complete each sentence, drag and drop the answer into the correct blank. So let's do it.
Okay. Amy, can I ask a question? Teacher, sure. What would you like what would you like to know? Amy, can I borrow a pen? Um sure. Keep it if you want. Okay. Paulo, do you mind if I use a dictionary during the test? Not at all. I think it's always a good idea to check your spelling. Yes, because do you mind? Okay. Jane, can I take the exam again? I didn't have enough time to study. Um, I'm sorry, but that's not fair for the other students. Yes. Do you mind if I record the class? Not at all. Can you send me the audio file then? May I make an appointment to see you? Teacher, sure. I have office hours every day after classes.
Yes. Okay. I remember that. Okay, so let me click submit. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
How do you do like how much time You have been doing this, Cesar, like giving classes at peers
Teaching,
after work. Yes, teaching. That's it.
uh, like English, I would say like formally in institutions and specifically teaching 6 years.
Oh my God. So you are really used to it, like getting from work to teach.
Well, mm,
Oh,
before, well, that's one thing, but before that, um, I guess it all goes back to all the responsibilities that I had. Did I mention that I was in the junior military in the US?
no, you didn't.
Okay, so I was in charge of a couple of soldiers, junior soldiers.
Okay.
So I had different responsibilities. So I have always been uh, exposed to being in public.
Okay.
You know, from doing work, from doing outdoors exercises, you name it. And
Oh,
yes, that's one thing. I told you that I was a soccer referee, right?
yes, yes, yes. That you tell me.
And yes, so well, that was in the States, but teaching, I have done a couple of, I mean, for many years, I have done a lot of interpreting, you know.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I'm doing that tomorrow. We have a
Yeah.
training from Caterpillar, so I have to be available so that I can interpret the information to my companions.
Okay. Oh my God, that's awesome.
So I have been doing this for a long time. Not that long, right? But yes, it's not new to me, um, and I like it.
Yes, yes, you're really good about it, on it.
Well, thank you.
But just
I've been
just
doing this for a while.
okay. I'll ask you another question later, I think.
Okay, no problem. So let's go now for the third part of the grammar for this unit. And this one is awesome. Check it out. Comparisons with as plus an adjective plus as. Okay. Comparisons with as smart as, not as ambitious as. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure at some point you were exposed to these two words.
Yes, I don't, I'm not sure either.
But you have at some
Yes,
point.
I
Okay,
think.
so let's do a reminder, a refresher about this. Okay,
Okay.
so in comparisons, we can do different types of comparisons, but this one is actually pretty cool because it's very formal
Okay.
and we don't stick to that like.
Oh my God, that's yes, this is awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's listen to the first rule, right?
All
Let's
right. What's there?
Sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are the same. To talk about a similarity, we use as plus adjective plus as.
Maybe you can describe Jackie Baker. She's as tall as you are.
Okay.
Nick means that Jackie and the receptionist are the same height.
Okay, so we are comparing the receptionist with Jackie Baker.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And the adjective. Remember, your adjective is the description.
Yes. Okay.
Tall, short, pretty, not so pretty. I don't know. You can name it. Number two.
Sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are different. To talk about a difference, we use not as plus adjective plus as. Things aren't as bad as they seem.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever we use the negative, no problem. Only here we're using a contraction, okay?
Okay. Yes.
But it's up to you.
Okay.
I sometimes don't like to do contractions. I like to break everything down.
Yes, maybe sometimes are like confused. You really need to see the context of the sentence to see that.
Yes, and also I've noticed as I have met so many project managers from different companies, they tend not to use contractions. They do spell everything down. They do a broad breakdown.
Maybe it's more formal, right?
Yes, of course, and you have to be very careful not to give the wrong information as well.
Yes. Yes, you're
Okay,
right.
let's try number three.
Okay, let's try.
Uh-oh. Okay.
When the meaning is clear, we often leave out the second part of the comparison. Dean's a good player, but is he as good as Nick?
Sure, he's just as good.
In this
Okay.
example, Zach means Dean is as good as Nick.
Okay, so you don't have to be too redundant. You can just leave it like that. But you
Yeah.
have all of these background information that gives you that support. So you don't have to be too redundant.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Now let's get into some of the exercises. Give me just a sec. Let me open up this. And I like the fact that Pearson has everything organized.
Yes. Yes, it does. I also like that. And
Yes,
it's very friendly
practically.
to,
Yes, very, very user friendly.
yes.
Okay, so again, comparisons with as plus adjective plus as, number one. So read the first two sentences, then complete the comparative sentence that explains that the first two sentences mean. That explains what the first two sentences mean. Click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it.
Let's do it. Talia is 25. Tony is 35. That means that um, Tony is not as young as Talia. Yes, Tony is isn't it as young as Talia?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Number two. Amy is 22. Talia is 25. That means that Talia is not as old as Amy. Okay, Talia is not as old as Amy. Yes. Okay. Donna is 5 feet 2. 5 feet.
Donna.
Donna, yes, sorry. Donna is 5 feet 2 inches tall. Donna's sister is 5 feet 6 inches. This means that Donna is not as tall as her sister, isn't it?
Okay. Four.
Number four. It's freezing today. It's only 20 degrees outside, and it was 20 degrees yesterday too. This means that today is as cold as yesterday. Yes. Okay. Number five. Carol's soup is too spicy, but
Carol.
Carol's, but Val's soups taste fine. This means that
Bells.
Val's, okay. Val's soup is not as spicy as Carol's.
Okay.
Okay, the first one. No.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. Okay. Number 6. Speedy shoes are on sale. Peter want Peter wanted to buy a pair, but they don't have any more size 13 shoes. Ike bought the last pair yesterday. This means that okay, Ike's feet are as big as Pete's. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Number 7. In 2001, soccer player Alex Chacon scored 19 goals, the most in the league. Jim Rooney scored 6. This means that mm, Rooney is not as good as Chacon. Okay.
Okay.
In 2000, the San Jose Earthquakes had the worst record in Major League Soccer. In 2001, they got a new coach and won the League Cup. This means that mm, 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 the old coach was not as good as the new coach.
Okay.
Okay,
So, are you ready?
ready. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, okay. And be careful. Amy is 22, Talia is 25. So that means that Amy is no es tan grande como Talia.
Italia. Yes, you're right. Yes,
Okay.
you're sorry.
It's okay. And actually, they did this on purpose because sometimes we make the same mistake, assuming that whenever we use that context as old as, it means the same. No, we need to be careful about order.
Okay. Okay, understood. Understood.
Okay, good. Now let's go to the second part. Give me just a second.
Let's do it.
Okay. Show you my screen. Okay. So comparisons with as plus adjective as plus as to. So complete the paragraph with comparisons with as. Use the words in parentheses and the information in the chart. So just as a friendly reminder, don't forget to use capital letters, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Uppercase, lowercase. So we have a chart. Two people, Roger and Henry. And then we have different characteristics, information, age, height, weight, goals scored, experience, and personal goal. Okay, so
Okay.
Rogers, 25, 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, 57 goals scored, 5 years on the team, and his personal goal is help my team win. Okay,
Okay.
he's 31, 6 feet tall, 175 pounds, so he's lighter.
Yes.
He has scored less goals. He's been on the team longer, 5 years on the team. And his personal goal is win the most valuable player award.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's see. We
Let's
have the paragraph. Let's look at it.
okay.
Now for this one, I can give you perhaps 3 minutes so you can work it out on your own and then we check the answers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so just write down your answers and then we check it out.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me grab a
3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so how we are doing?
Yes, can you give me 2 minutes or 1 minute more, please? Please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, number one, it is not as experienced as Henry.
Is not as experienced.
As Henry.
Okay.
He's not as old.
Is not as old.
Yes. As old. And he hasn't been on the team as long.
Okay.
Okay. But if we are talking about scoring goals, Roger is as good as Henry. Is as good as Henry, and maybe even a little better. Henry is as tall as Roger, and he is not as heavy. But he just doesn't move the way he did a few years ago. As I said before, Henry just is not as young. It's not as young as Roger. Henry just is not as young as Roger. In one before, yes, please. Yes. In competitive sports, 6 years can make a big difference. What's most important to me, thought, is their team spirit. Look at their personal goals. Roger um, isn't as selfish. It's not as selfish. In my opinion, the better player thinks about his team. And that means that Henry just is not as good as Roger.
Okay. Um, anything you consider to change? Everything okay?
I think yes, I'll go with that.
Okay. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. Not bad. Let's see
Okay.
what's going on. Oh,
That was
I
experience.
forgot the ass experience. And I
Don't,
believe that was me, right?
yes, don't worry about it. But we
Okay.
understand. So,
Yes, well, as experience as Henry. Okay.
Henry.
But we understood the concept.
Yes, yes, we did.
Okay. I think this was a pretty good exercise to use compare.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Any questions about this?
No, no, I don't think I have any.
Okie doke. Okay. So we completed the grammar part. Let me see. Let me check something really fast. So, okay, let's talk about pronunciation. And we shall wrap it up for today's class. But
Okay.
yes, let's talk about pronunciation. Something that we need. There's a couple of things that we need to discuss. So let's see, unstressed words as. So listen to the explanation and examples. If there's any additional questions, perhaps we can go back and check out the light bulb. But let's see. Let's listen to the explanation, okay?
Okay.
Listen to these lines from the dialogue. The word as, marked in blue, is usually unstressed and pronounced with the short, unclear vowel schwa when we use it in a phrase, such as I was saying. Notice that the weak pronunciation of as can sound the same as the weak pronunciation of is or has, such as, what time is it? And everyone has heard of him.
Okay.
Okay, let's listen to the first example.
She's about as tall as you are.
Okay.
Okay,
Things can't be as bad as they seem.
As I recall, you did really well. As a matter of fact, I do.
very funny how we unstress as,
Yes. Yes, we are.
okay? As I
Yes.
recall, as I recall, as a matter of fact, don't
Yes.
forget that you
Yes, but-
connect your vowel sounds,
Yes. Yes, but as they sing.
okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Ah,
I hate this.
you're gonna love it.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
You know, I like these exercises. I believe they're very, very useful.
Yes, I do it. I believe it too. But I
This
don't
one.
like stress and stress exercise. Um,
Well, because that requires a lot of practice.
yes, yes, it is. It's very difficult.
Okay. Let's see. Unstressed words as number one. So listen to each sentence. Does the sentence use as, is, or has? You will need to pay attention to the grammar and meaning because these words can sound very similar. Choose the correct answer. Okay.
Well, I have a okay. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Okay, I understand now.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's do it. Number one.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay, is there something I can do for you?
Is there something I can do for you?
Is very low. Very, very low.
Yes, it is. Yes,
As a
it is.
matter of fact, I'm looking for someone.
Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm looking for someone.
Her name is Jackie Baker.
Her name is Jackie Baker. Jackie Baker.
And I have to find her as soon as possible.
As slash as. Yes. That was a gift.
Sorry, there's never been a Jackie Baker here.
Sorry, there. Can we hear it again?
Sorry, there's never been a Jackie Baker here.
There is never been okay. There is never been a Jackie Baker here. Okay,
Okay, you ready?
ready. Let's see. Yes, my God. Yes. There has been. Oh my God, it sounds really.
Very tricky, right?
Yes, that was one. That that one was mean.
There's never been a Jackie Baker here.
There is never been.
There us.
Yes, my God. Okay, that was that one was bad.
Okay,
Me. Yes.
problem.
Okay.
Okay, that age is tricky.
Yes, yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, so unstressed words as number two. Listen to each sentence and the same drill. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
let's number one.
She works as an executive for kids' shoes.
Okay. Number one is as.
You're sure this is the right building?
Yes, you are sure this is the right building.
As I recall, she was wearing glasses.
As I recall, she was wearing glasses. Yes.
She was about as tall as you.
Okay. As.
And I think she has ruined my career.
Has. She has ruined my career. Okay.
Okay, you
Okay.
got this.
Got it.
No problem. So let's go into the last pronunciation section for this unit. And then what is left is homework.
Okay.
All right, so let me show you my screen.
Let's do it.
So linking words together. So listen to the explanation and examples. Are you ready?
Ready.
Listen to these lines from the dialogue. Within a phrase, we link the consonant sound at the end of one word to the vowel sound at the beginning of the next word. Listen for the linking.
Okay.
Linking.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. Sure.
Oh,
Cheer up.
Sure up. Okay.
Not at all.
No. I call her.
I'll call her.
I call her.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. Okay.
The news will be on in an hour.
Okay. Understood.
all right.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
we are going to stop here, but you will do some exercises for homework, okay?
Okay. Okay, Caesar.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen really fast. And before we go, can you help me with the daily survey?
Of course. Okay.
And don't forget to complete your assignment, sir.
Yes, don't worry about it. I have 4 questions left.
Okay, thank you so much. So just send me a text whenever you're finished, okay?
Okay. Okay, Caesar. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Gonzalo, have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Talk to you tomorrow, Caesar.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.